Aussies at the moment have $43 billion on credit cards. The amount of interest that we get charged is about $11 million a day or $450,000 an hour.
Jeez.
What's your top things that you tell people if they're listening to this, they've got a credit card right now, they've been trying to pay the minimum repayments, it's not going down. What's your top takeaways for them?
Well, for me, it's making sure that they understand that with anyone's financial situation, the messier it is, the harder it is to kind of keep up with.
Yeah.
Finance is never a fun thing to kind of talk about unless you have all the money in the world, but everyone doesn't have that.
Yeah.
So for me, it's making it the less messy it is, the easier it is to kind of understand what they need to do to get rid of the bad debt.
Yeah. So when you say messy, you mean more structure, more...
Yeah, because look, in terms of most clients that I work with, they don't just have the one credit card. They might have 5 credit cards plus 2 personal loans.
Yeah.
They have to make repayments to 7 different, financial institutions, and it gets really messy. And psychologically, it's so hard to keep up, and people just get kind of put on the backside and back burner because they have lives to live.
Yeah.
Not everybody thinks about their personal finances as their number one priority, and you shouldn't, right? It should be somewhat carefree and somewhat a plan that that if you stick to, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my key takeaways.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, just on that, I think what you're saying is really valid, especially in that no one sets out in life to say, I'm going to have 5 credit cards and 2 personal loans. For me, if people are listening to this, and the sort of revelation that came to me when I was in the situation was that if I keep doing the same things, I'm going to keep repeating the same patterns and keep staying in the same situation. So for me, I had to identify what the root cause of the actual problem was. The problem wasn't my credit card. The problem is never actually the credit card. The problem is the behavior that's around the use of that. Yep. So when I talk about, I bought jeans, KFC, nights out, I would go into a bar and just shout random people and chuck it on the card, and I thought I was just such a big shot having a bar tab and all of that sort of stuff when I was 20 years old. That is actually the problem, the behavior around it. And it's funny because just as I was coming over here to record this, I stopped at the petrol station and the tap and go thing came up, and I just tapped the card. This was my debit card. And I just tapped the card. I didn't even look at the amount. Honestly, that could have been 10 grand or something on there, and I didn't even look at it. And now that we're moving away from less cash to more tapping, I just wonder how psychologically that's actually playing out.
Just on that, every time I have cash on me, even if it's $50 in my wallet, I keep that 50 as if it was my last $50.
Yeah,
you don't want to break the 50 in a way. Psychologically, I don't want to spend 50 and get a $20 back and $5 and a bunch of coins.
Yeah.
But when it's a card, it's so I'm not even thinking about Apple Pay and all these new payment systems you can pay with. I'm not even thinking about it. It doesn't feel real.
Yeah.
When I have cash on me, it feels like I have to keep that with me, and I don't want to break that.
Yeah.
So psychologically, just buying random things, whether it's a small thing or a bigger thing, it's just like a habit that you just want to tap.
Yeah,
and you don't really think about it.
Exactly. So, I think that's the first thing for me is identify what is the actual root cause that's caused the credit card problem. The second thing is that, and this is, going to sound really obvious, but so many people don't do it, is if you want to get out of debt, stop spending money on credit. And what I mean is that the credit card, if you've got $3 grand owing on it and the limit's 5, naturally you're going to want to spend up to 5 grand. And so I've watched so many times people, they go and put $50 a minimum on the repayment for the credit card, and then they go and spend $1,000 in the month on that. And okay, the minimum might go up by, another $5 or $10 a month, but you're never getting out of debt. So to me, the number two, the 2 top things are, number 1, identify what the hell is actually causing the overspending and the credit problem. Number 2 is stop spending on credit to then get out of the debt.
Not rich.